Hello everyone, and welcome to beautiful Pismo Beach, California. So, this is the start of what I hope to be a very successful series. You see, I love walking, and I love exploring and seeing the world. So I figured, why not put them together? Walk around the world, take some pretty cool videos, and hopefully show you guys some really neat places, right? We're still in the midst of a pandemic. A lot of people either are still not traveling, or the ones who are traveling are looking for places to go. So I really hope that I can introduce some really cool places to you guys. Now, this series, which I'm thinking of calling the Wandering series, I'll be uploading 2 videos. This one has, well, my wonderful voice, of course. I will also upload a video without my voice. So for some of you who just want to enjoy a wandering video without having to listen to me talk about stuff, I will be talking about the places that I go. I'll give you guys some details, recommend some things to do, restaurants to go to, maybe some cool facts, share with you some stories. This is a new idea. So if you have any feedback for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Not gonna lie, I am a beginner at YouTube. I'm not the best at video editing, but I've invested quite a bit of money in this equipment, and I want to try really hard to make it work. So any constructive feedback or just general comments are greatly appreciated, and I look forward to reading them and interacting with you guys in the future. Super excited for this. So let's see here. Yeah, we are in Pismo Beach, California. Now, that is a special place for a variety of reasons. Number one being, that's where I grew up. So I can tell you quite a bit about it, things to do and whatnot. Like the place that we're just passing, it's a bait and tackle kind of shop on the famous Pismo Beach pier. So you can walk out there, go to the tackle shop, get some snacks, get some bait, and then go fishing on the pier. Quite a few people do that. It's a lot of fun. But I mean, just look at that view. Listen to the waves and just take it all in. This video was taken, when was it? January 2nd, I want to say? January 2nd, January 3rd of this year, 2023. You can see what people are wearing, right? Not sure where you guys live in the world, but you can see from what people are wearing, it's not too cold out, right? Even though it's early January, you've got people in short sleeves, shorts, sandals. Kind of fits the city, right? Fits the beach theme that we've got going on. But you know, I've got friends over in Europe, friends in Mongolia. I live in Japan currently. Everyone who I talked to and showed parts of this video to told them that it is, what was it? It was like 24 degrees Celsius on this day. Now I know the Americans, including myself, watched and are like, Celsius? Dude, what are you talking about? Let me Google it. 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So an incredible day. Incredible day. Alright guys, so Pismo Beach. This is a city of about 8,000 people, located between Los Angeles and San Francisco, along Highway 101 on the Central Coast in beautiful California. All right, so here's a few of the fish that you can catch. If you want to read any more, I show a few signs in my videos, but I don't spend too much time on them. I like to keep going, so feel free, go back to that point, stop, you can learn about anything that's on these signs. In this case, it was a fish. It was just after Christmas when I took this video, a week and a handful of days after, so they still had the night tree, I guess we can call it, at the end of the pier. So they've got some gates up there so nobody can cause some mischief down there. If you come to this part at nighttime, right, this downtown area, the pier has some lights, the tree lights up, and it's really beautiful at nighttime. But only during Christmas season. I think they took this thing down. Wasn't too long after, maybe January 5th. I forget the exact date. But yeah, if you come here during Christmas time, it's really nice at night. Morning too, of course. You can kind of see me at the bottom there, video bombing. Pier is an awesome place to just go, get a coffee or whatever you're drinking, except alcohol. No alcohol on the pier. Just chill, relax, watch some surfers, enjoy the sun, go fishing. Then you get a few people who jump over, just to jump in and go for a swim, right? Nothing bad. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that, I think. I've never been the kind of guy to just want to jump over into the ocean, so can't say too much about that. So the pier is fairly long. I mean, I don't have the statistics, sorry. You can Google that if you want. But you can tell from how long I've spent walking it, roughly how long it's going to take to explore. Now, okay, Pismo. What the heck is that? Well, it comes from the Chumash word meaning tar. Now, the Chumash was a group of Native Americans that have since been displaced, and this area along the Central Coast had quite a few people belonging to the Chumash tribe, and in their language, the word Pismo, which probably pronounced much differently, is tar. Tar springs were actually found up in Price Canyon. This area, somehow they connected the two together. This is essentially Tar Beach, even though you can't see any tar on the beach. Along the Central Coast, there's also Chumash Casino, which I haven't been there, but I've heard it's pretty fun. Of course, guys, I am not going to talk the entire time, even though in this video it does have my commentary, right? I don't want you just to hear my voice. I want there to be some time for you to just appreciate the natural sounds as well. Hey, yellow shirt guy! Yeah. I think there were a handful of people that did that. They saw the GoPro and they waved, so it was fun. Yeah, right. I'll talk about the area, give some facts, and yeah, not talk the whole time so you can kind of appreciate what's going on. Now, the Pismo Pier that I am walking right now was constructed in 1924. Okay? They had to do some renovating to it, which they did in 1985, and then very recently, within the past few years, depending on what year you're watching this video, right? Recently doesn't mean too much. What was it? I've been in Japan for a handful of years, so I'm trying to think back. 2020, 21, 22-ish, I want to say. The pandemic, too, has really messed me up with time. But they've redone it. They've done a lot of work on the downtown area, which you are going to see soon. It looks really, really nice. So, yeah, a really good job with the Pismo Beach beautification project. So guys, we finished the pier. Probably the best thing to do in Pismo Beach. Just walk that thing, relax, and enjoy.
I'll go back, but I'll sit in the back of the plane. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I get quite a few of people's random conversations in here. There's a fun one coming up later. Recording this video on the brand new, beautiful GoPro, I think it's the Hero 10. I'm curious to see how the image stabilization thing works out. It looked really good, and it looks really good in my video editor. But I want to see, like, once everything's put together.
I know, it is. It's
how it all looks. Fingers crossed that it's going to look good. So this place here, Woolies, it's changed quite a few times. It's been different restaurants. And, I remember going there. I had to go to the bathroom really bad. And the public bathrooms were locked or something. They said, come back as a customer later and use the bathroom now. All right, important thing here, guys. On my left side, this shop. It's a major tourist souvenir shop, right? Don't go here. Why do you ask? My friend used to work there, and he said that they changed the price of goods based on how much money it looks like the customer has. That's what my friend who used to work there said. So, can't speak from personal experience. Those were his words of caution. The spot there where that lady just waved is a really nice candy store. They make taffy. They sell quite a few random different things.
Literally, yeah.
And they've got like candy, cockroaches, beetles, centipedes, and stuff in suckers, which is really weird. But if you're into that, if you're into it, they got it. Yogurt shop, pretty good, but fairly expensive. I mean, location, right? This place, El Mirador, the prices just keep going up. This place I would recommend as a souvenir stop. I probably should have got more focus on the sign. But this place, guys, Splash Cafe. This has got to be the most famous place to go in Pismo Beach. You can kind of see it here, the line where it ends. Quite a few days, it wraps around the entire building and goes way back. You have to wait for hours to get in there. They are famous for clam chowder. I mean, Pismo Beach used to be the clam capital of the world. However, in 1950, due to over-harvesting, the clams kind of disappeared. So Splash Cafe, famous for their clam chowder. I believe they get their clams from somewhere up in Washington. I want to say one of the workers told me a few years back. But definitely Splash Cafe, you gotta go there. A little bit more expensive, but people line up for hours to go there. It's the place to go. Not sure if what that guy's doing is legal, putting a sticker up there, but, you know, to each their own. Alright, we're passing here on the left, guys, Pismo Bowl. Had quite a few good birthdays there. It's a fun place.
There's a bowling. Yeah, that's a bowling.
Yeah, some people talking about it. I mean, bowling's always fun. Great atmosphere. The food, not so much, but I mean, you're not going really to the bowling alley for food. You're going there to enjoy a good game, and you know, understanding the food's not going to be the best. It's no Ritz-Carlton.
Oh, okay.
So again, guys, I'm hoping these videos can act as a virtual guide for people. And I'll say it again, I'm still new to this. There's a lot to learn, and I'm excited to learn it. Appreciate all feedback. Right, this place here, The Sky's the Limit, is a super cool gift shop. I would recommend that place for souvenirs, not the place that will raise the price if you look like you have money. Right, so this is off the main downtown area a little bit. Usually the shops and the people go down to, you can see the shoe tree there. We've got some decent shoes. A little expensive, but yeah, once you get past this place, there's not too much more to see besides a very famous, delicious cinnamon roll shop. Almost the cinnamon roll shop. Almost. I think this place has switched names like 3 times. It used to be a Mexican place that was fantastic. Here we go. This place, Old West Cinnamon Rolls. The cinnamon rolls are delicious. Yeah, I kind of feel like one right now. I wish they would mail one to Tokyo for me. You'll notice I don't really go into shops. The reason being that, you know, some places don't want you to film inside. Or you get people who don't want to be on camera for whatever reason and get really upset. So I try to stay outside. Maybe turn the camera and focus on a few points. Get as much as I can inside these shops. This is one of my favorite parts of the walk. You can see the palm trees, the sun, the sky. No matter how many times I watch this video, just the sky never stops impressing me. I mean, it just feels like perfect. Perfect temperature, perfect day. Really wish I could have pulled up a lawn chair and relaxed on the beach. But I was hard at work, walking around trying to get the best route in to get this video to upload. Who knows how popular these videos are going to be? Are they just going to be watched by family and friends, by my students? For those of you who don't know, right now I work as a high school teacher. I'm an actor, and fingers crossed, I'll be working for Guinness World Records as an adjudicator very soon. Japanese immigration doesn't like me very much, so I'm fighting them for that. More to come on that in the future. Another great scene. The American flag off in the distance. Again, that beautiful, beautiful sky that I can't get enough of. Here's a vacation rental place. Seems like something out of a fantasy movie or something, right? Those clouds, that nice blue. It's hard to explain. Pismo Beach is consistently ranked among the best places to live, to visit. I've heard in the world, definitely in the U.S., but I'm pretty sure it's been on the top places in the world before as well. People are happy. It's just a nice, peaceful place to be. Now, as you guys, probably most of you watching this probably live in Pismo Beach, friends and family, right? But for those of you who maybe are looking at Pismo as a place to visit, there are quite a few tourists who visit on 3-day weekends, especially during the summer or winter holidays. Now, when it isn't this time of the year, there's a lot less trash. So whenever there's a 3-day weekend, whenever people visit, they tend to leave trash everywhere, especially on the beach or graffiti the walls. Right? It always happens right after the rush of people. I know there are those kind of people who do that stuff wherever they go. But yeah, I'm going to try and not swear a lot on this channel. Right? I want these videos to be accessible to everyone and avoid any kind of censorship from YouTube. But yeah, when it comes to littering, especially the beach, graffitiing, yeah, don't do that. I'm gonna hold back on the profanity just to be safe, but you can use your imagination for what I want to say there. Sorry, dropped the phone. So guys, in Pismo Beach, something that's really nice to do is go to the Monarch Butterfly Grove. I'll be mentioning that in a future Pismo Beach video, but it is this incredible area along the beach that gets about over 10,000 butterflies between October and February per year. Though last year, end of 2022, I believe, they had over 22,000 butterflies. So you could take some incredible pictures there. We've got lots of beautiful trails, hikes, resorts, and spas that you can enjoy. The Discovery Trail is a really popular one. Feel free to Google that in to get more information about it. Oh yeah, these bathrooms here on the left side, I don't know why, but every single time I try to use one of them, they're locked. Now, who knows why? Maybe there's just someone in there who is turned it into a hotel. But yeah. So anyways, the hikes, the trails and stuff. Discovery Trail is really popular, but I prefer the trail that's near the Monarch butterflies, which will be in a future video. Okay? A little bit shorter, easier trail, but super nice. There we go, Pismo Beach. I started the video from here. It's going to probably end in Pismo Beach as well, if I remember correctly. Speaking of trails and that kind of stuff, there is a place called Pirates Cove that is really popular among visitors because it is a nude beach. So what goes through your mind when you hear the word nude beach? Well, probably whatever you're imagining, it's not that. I was there once and I saw what seemed to be a pregnant man completely naked lying down on the beach and never went back. So I've heard from other friends that have been there, it's pretty much just old people with interestingly shaped bodies who go there, get naked, and yeah. So feel free to check it out because it's an interesting place, but this place here, this hotel, newly built hotel. Apparently, the owners belong to some group in the Middle East. I've heard it is a super expensive hotel. The rooms, I searched and they're like $500-600 a night. Of course, prices fluctuate during the year. Pretty cool sign. A little bit of history, and you can see the old Pismo there as well. Picture of the old pier. So I lied, guys. I think that was my favorite moment in this recording. That sky and then the V-shaped birds fly by. All right, so coming up very soon is a funny little conversation I got a little bit of. Let's see how it goes. It's coming up, I think, at the end of the boardwalk here. I hope the microphone picked it up well enough. This GoPro.
Are you a man or
You get that? Are you a man or not? Not really sure what they were talking about. I think the guy said something, which, if you want to go back, listen to it, let me know in the comments what he said. But yeah, they weren't too happy. Or at least she wasn't too happy with him for whatever reason. Are you a man or not? Get out a camera and start taking wandering videos too. Don't let Austin get all the credit. Never know, right? So guys, in Pismo Beach, we have the car show in mid-June, which is really fun to see. You can see all sorts of old, unique cars. They go downtown. You can walk around, take pictures with them. There's street food. Super, super fun. There's a clam festival as well in late October, which I've never been to, but I mean, since this is the former, the clam capital of the world, right? It's got to be good. It's got to be good, right? There's tons of events on the beach too. Mostly I've seen lifeguard races, junior lifeguard races. I think my parents told me the other day that there was some event with, who was it? Some kind of sorry, I got distracted by the sky again. The birds flying in the sky. I love that so much. Can't remember the exact event, but there's tons of events on the beach. Mostly lifeguard racing. There's swim lessons, people surfing every day. Yeah, it's just a cool place to be around. So in Pismo Beach, there's 3 restaurants that I'll mention. number one Splash Cafe, which you saw earlier. Again, be careful when you go there because the lines can get pretty crazy. That'd be number one that you should visit as a tourist. I'd also recommend Giuseppe's. It's a very nice Italian place. I've been there only a couple times because they're a little bit more on the pricey side, but they're excellent. And if you love Italian food like I do, probably Italian food's the best in the world, along with Japanese food, of course. Gotta check out Giuseppe's. Then I'm not too much of a seafood guy. I love sushi, sashimi. Cracked crab, I've heard, is great for seafood. People who've reviewed it have said, hey, it's pretty expensive, like so expensive they don't want to go back kind of thing. Again, haven't been there. Don't get mad at me if you work for cracked crab or if, it's not that expensive. This is just from what I've heard. So, you go to Pismo Beach to do what? To enjoy the beach. The beaches are great for riding dune buggies, going camping, surfing, fishing, building sandcastles. I remember I was pretty young. I built a really cool sandcastle on like a mini cliff that was right next to where the water came in. And we got this huge wave, knocked me over. I think I fell into my sandcastle and in the water. Super fun. Right, so you guys can see that we're getting away from the beach area. This is more of an apartment, condo area. Those things are pretty expensive to rent out. Even more expensive to buy, right? Now, when we left the pier and we started walking down that street with the Splash Cafe and the gift shops and that place where I told them I'd come back in the future as a customer if they let me use the bathroom. Well, I think they closed down shortly after that. We passed through a parking lot. That parking lot, you have to pay for parking there. Which, if you're coming down to the beach for a day, it can get pretty expensive. It adds up fast. So most people park along the streets, like all the cars that you see right now are doing. It's nice because it's free. Everyone's favorite 4-letter word that starts with F. Am I right? Pretty cool design here, the octopus with the hot dogs. So a lot of people park along the street because it's free. I've been down here a handful of times, and there is literally no place to park, even on these side streets. And there are so many different places where you could park a car. It's crazy. Like, it can get super, super crowded down here. But you look at the atmosphere, you look at the sky, there's great food, a nice beach. You can see why. All right, you can see why tons of people come here. They just want to stay here, relax, and just enjoy it. Alright guys, rest assured, I know many of you are worried that before I cross the street I am looking both ways. It's easy when you're out with this camera. You want to check the screen, make sure you're getting all the shots exactly as you want them. It is easy to get kind of absorbed in that. I mean, you see people on their phones, right, who walk into cars or playing Pokemon Go, walking off cliffs or stuff. I am very aware of that, very cautious. So, all right, leaving the residential area, coming up on a few shops and restaurants, including one restaurant that gets a special mention on my list of top 3 restaurants. Right, the place on the left, the fish and chips place, never been there. I think that's a new place that opened up. Few customers in there. You know, I'm the kind of person who, when I go someplace and I really like the food, I keep going back and I order the same thing. There you go. Bicycle rental shop. They've even got like the family ones. I forget what they call those, but you can fit like 5 people in this 4-wheeled thing and bike around the town. Cars hate you when you do that, but they are kind of fun. So here we go, guys. Not there, but on the right side right now, there's a place called Hoagie's. Now, this is a love-hate relationship. I love the food here. It is really, really good. But it's pretty damn expensive. Right? I went there with a friend a few years ago. We both got Pismo wraps and a Sprite. And it was upwards after tax, excluding tip. Okay? Like $40-some. And like, whoa! I know prices are going up and everything, but you know, you go out for lunch with someone, you just get like a wrap, and it came with some fries, with like a pop. Yeah, I say pop. I was born in Minnesota. Fun fact. And you know, like it breaks the bank. I heard that they even got robbed a few times. The food is good. I'll give them that, but expensive. So, you know, if I'm paying that kind of money for food, I would go to a higher end dining place. Not just like this small, like, feels like a surfer shop kind of vibe that Hoagie's has. So that's why it gets a special mention. I love them, but they're too expensive for what you get. On the right side, guys, is the bar in Pismo Beach. There's a few like tiny places around, but this is the main place here. Yeah, no one under 21. It gets a little bit rowdy at night. You got some bikers that show up and people who go in there and play games, drink, and smoke. I despise the smell of cigarette smoke, so I stay as far away from that place as possible. But, you know, you want to have a good time, enjoy some drinks down by the beach at night, that's the place. Cool Cats here, they're pretty fun. Nice place. You know, typical sit-down diner kind of thing. I think they're okay. I was there a couple times. Nothing really bad to say about them, but nothing extraordinary either. It's just like a big burger shop near the beach that's usually got some empty seats. If Splash is full, go there. This place here, Cowboy Cookie. It just opened recently, and I was so excited to try them. You get your ice cream in like a cone that's made out of a cookie. A really good idea. I went in there. There were 3 people working, and they had just a terrible attitude. You know, what's a good way to describe it? They acted like, you know, I was inconveniencing them by ordering. I'm a super nice person. I'm very polite to everyone that I meet. But the moment I went in that store, They acted like I was a burden to them. Like, oh, you're making me work, was the feeling. Even so, I very politely ordered my cookie ice cream thing. They gave it to me and they didn't say one word. They just like walked away. The cashier didn't even talk to me. She punched a number in the cash register and it was a really bad customer service experience. The cookie ice cream thing tasted good, but because of the awful service they gave me, I won't go back. I'm very firm about that. If a restaurant, cafe, if a business treats me bad, I don't care about how good the product is, I'll find a different place to go. Having worked in customer service for a very long time, yeah, you gotta treat the customer well.
She'll probably add it back and then we'll be done.
So, my very valued listeners, thank you so much for your time. If you listened, watched the whole way through, please let me know. Again, any feedback is greatly appreciated. I want to make this wandering series better and better, on top of making other videos as well. If you haven't, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for more. I've got a lot of cool ideas brewing right now, and I'm excited to let you guys see them. So, ciao for now.